There's a brand new phone on the market, and that phone is called the Essential phone. But is it really essential? Before you hear my thoughts on the Essential phone, I gotta tell you all the specs about it. The Essential phone is $700. So it's priced at the range of a flagship. That $700 price for the Essential phone is matching up with the Google Pixel and the LG G6. The Samsung Galaxy S8 is in like another tier. It's at $850, but still the Essential phone is a lot of money. $50 more than the base iPhone 7. So this better come with all the flagship features. Because if you're priced at a flagship price and you don't come with those flagship features, that's just a shame. Google. First of all, the Essential phone doesn't have a headphone jack. Woo! Good decision, Essential. The Essential phone doesn't have a headphone jack. The Google Pixel 2 might not have a headphone jack. And that's all because of Apple. If Apple didn't remove the headphone jack last year, you can sure bet every single phone coming out would have the headphone jack. Apple is leading that change. You might think it's a bad change, but wireless is the future. Nothing's more evidence than these AirPods. But let's get back to the Essential phone. The phone is completely made of titanium, which Essential says it's more dent-proof and drop-proof than aluminum, which most phones come out with. The iPhone comes out with it, but the Essential, it's made out of titanium. It also has Gorilla Glass 5 on the back, so on both sides of the phone, it's just nice and flat glass. It's what Johnny Ive wants. I would say the Essential phone is the closest phone ever to match that Johnny Ive would have wanted that's not an iPhone. The Essential phone doesn't have a headphone jack, already said that, and has a USB-C port which allows for that fast charging that the next iPhone might have. But in the box you get a 27 watt adapter. That's gonna charge your phone fast. Just a comparison, all iPhones come with a 5 watt charger. So the Essential phone coming with a 27 watt charger, that's impressive. The major thing about this phone is that display. The goal for this Essential phone is to have almost no bezels. There's just a thin bezel on the bottom and a little camera cutout on the top. Similar to what the iPhone Edition is gonna do. The only bezel on the top is just gonna have that little camera cutout. That display is Quad HD, or in other words, 1440p. So just above Full HD, above 1080, that's a good display. That camera cutout is for an 8 megapixel camera. That could record 4K. Not many front-facing cameras can record 4K. So that's a good feature. You also got Bluetooth 5.0 packed inside that phone. The next iPhone is rumored not to even have this feature. Bluetooth 5.0 allows you to send data to 2 different speakers. So if you have 2 different speakers, Bluetooth 5.0 allows you to play songs on both those 2 speakers. That's the great thing about Bluetooth 5.0. Also, it's faster transfer speeds, but that's besides the point. But if you look at the back, there's no camera bulge at all. It is just one flat piece of glass. And it looks beautiful. It looks like it should be on an iPhone. I kinda wish it was. There's kinda a lot happening on the back. You got the flash, you got the cameras, you got the microphone, you got a fingerprint sensor, and you got pins. Yes, pins. Just hold on. So you have the flash and the microphone, normal. But then you got a dual camera setup. Dual cameras are now essential for a smartphone. Essential. They're both 13 megapixels. One camera is just a regular camera, full color, not zoomed in, not ultra wide, just regular normal view. But the second camera is not an ultra wide view, it's not a zoomed in view, it's a monochrome camera, which means it just takes black and white photos. So you can take perfect natural black and white photos with the Essential phone. But with the phone having a monochrome camera and a regular camera, this allows for better low light pictures. And the regular photos and videos you take are even richer in color and detail. That's what a monochrome dual camera system gets you. Better low light photos and enhanced color and detail to regular photos and video. Nothing zoomed, nothing ultra wide. But at least it has a dual camera. Google. So you got a pretty nice dual camera setup, right? But according to Essential, it's the world's thinnest dual camera system ever. And it's pretty thin. There's no camera bulge at all. Just one thin plate of glass on the back. The iPhone 7 has a huge camera bulge, and that has a dual camera. But the Essential phone has a dual camera, and there's no camera bulge at all. That's what Johnny Ive wants. That's what I want. That's what the world wants. No camera bulge. Get rid of that if you can. Just make the phone bigger. Put a bigger battery and make the back fully smooth. To the bottom right of that dual camera is a blazing fast fingerprint sensor. It's not in the awkward position like the S8. It's not on the front, but it's in a comfortable position on the back. So this fingerprint sensor is actually accessible, unlike the S8. All good things. Here's a little unique feature for the Essential. That's the 2 pin connectors on the back. Those 2 pin connectors allow for magnetic connections. Just like Moto Mods, You could buy little accessories to go along with your phone to make it better. The only accessory that Essential has right now is a 360-degree camera. That 360-degree camera is the world's thinnest, by the way. So says Essential. That 360 camera just attaches to those pins perfectly nice and tight and can record 360 video right onto your phone just like that. But that's the only mod Essential has right now. They need to add some more. And that's all the phone. On both sides of the phone, you got one flat piece of glass. On the front, you have a 5.7 display with almost zero bezels, and on the back, you have no camera bulge, a fingerprint sensor, and pins to connect to mods. This is all pretty cool, but here are my thoughts. We are entering phone season. The Samsung Note 8 is about to come next week, the iPhone edition is coming next month, and in October, the Google Pixel 2 is coming out. So we have all these flagships coming out along with the Essential phone. But where does it rank along that list of flagship phones? Do I have to say it? I'm gonna say it right now. The Essential phone is 4th on that list. 4th. That's high praise for a phone. To be the 4th best in the world, that's pretty good. But it's behind the iPhone edition, behind the Note 8, behind the S8, and that's where it comes in, at 4th place. Not bad. Here's what I like about it, and then I'll talk about what I don't like. I like that there is no camera bulge. I like that it's almost stock Android. The founder and CEO of Essential is Andy Rubin, and he's the creator of Android. He said Android is getting way too complicated these days, so he's making it a stock Android experience, just like the Google Pixel. Like I said before, that's the closest thing to iOS. So if I had to choose an OS besides iOS, I would have to go with a stock Android phone, because that's the best experience. I really like those two magnetic pins on the back that allow for accessories to go on the back of the phone. I've never had a 360 camera before, but having that nice and small just to connect to your phone and get video just like that, that makes it really easy to get 360 video very quick. Otherwise, you had to buy a whole separate 360 camera and transfer data some other way. Rather it happen within milliseconds. You got a beautiful display in the front. You got a dual camera on the back, no bulge, and you got connectors for mods. Good. But here's what it's missing. Where in the world is water resistance? It's 2017. All phones should have water resistance. I want to be able to take my phone confidently in the rain, to the pool, to the ocean, without worrying about it getting wet and ruined. With the Essential phone, I would have to worry about that. And that's something that a flagship phone should have, water resistance. Also, where is stereo speakers? Why doesn't any phone want to have stereo speakers? It's great. If you're in a loud environment and you want to listen to a video or music through speakers, stereo speakers allow for you to hear that phone's audio loud and clear. But with a single firing speaker, you have to put that to your ear and barely hear it. Add more stereo speakers. And third, who wants a monochrome camera? I'd rather have a dual camera with a standard view and a zoomed in camera, or a standard and a ultra wide camera. I don't want to take black and white photos. Instagram already has filters for that. I want to zoom in without losing quality. I want to have a beautiful scenery shot. I don't want black and white. A lot of people are going to complain out there that the Essential phone doesn't have a headphone jack, and that's a bad thing. That's a good thing. Wireless is the future. If every single phone started taking away the headphone jack, accessory makers would start making headphones for USB-C. And USB-C is the future. Take away the headphone jack and let people start to make headphones for USB-C. The headphone jack needs to die. Go wireless or go USB-C. That's my thoughts on the Essential phone. I'd love to hear yours in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.